Is Tamira Tattles to blame for all of this? Is Tamira Tattles the reason why Kenya Moore is leaving the Real Housewives of Atlanta after season 10? So here's the deal. I'm going to read to you guys a very lengthy article from the Tamira Tattles website, which was posted September 29th of 2017. Just wanted to warn you, it's going to be a long video, but please listen to this if you care, which you do. That's why you clicked on the video. The article is titled Tamira Tattles Exclusive. This will be Kenya Moore's last season on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Here's what Tamira wrote. For the record, I'm going to read the article from the top down to the bottom. It says, Update 6. Kenya Moore posts on Instagram. She says she is still the sitting queen, but she is sitting at home while everyone else is in Barcelona. Barcelona is in Spain, for the record. Anyway, there's a video of Kenya Moore, and it says, a sitting queen never quits and cannot be removed from her throne. And she captioned it by saying, #sitting. Tamira Tattles goes on to say, exclusive update 5. Apparently, Michael Beck deleted his Twitter account because Team Twirl came for him. Prior to doing that, he responded the question, quote, did Kenya Moore quit or get fired? With nope. I am not sure what he is trying to say there. Let's go over the facts. Kenya went to the top and refused to go on the trip because Kim was going. Kim got pulled from the trip. Then I believe that Kenya discovered Marlo was going on the trip, and there was another huge blowout. Kenya refused to go on the trip. Kenya has been bucking up on Bravo execs and production all season about her treatment. She clearly put her foot down. The second Kenya bailed, Eva got a contract to be FOH, and it immediately went up on TMZ with the mention that she might be replacing someone on season 11. Hours later, Eva is on a flight to Barcelona. I promise you, this is Kenya's last season. She may film the reunion, but I highly doubt she wants to endure all of that. We shall see. Her time with the Real Housewives of Atlanta is finished, and they have already hired her replacement. Exclusive update 4. Kenya sent me a brief email. She confirmed that she did not go on the trip. She denied being the reason that Kim did not go. She also denied quitting. She has yet to respond to my follow-up questions. That said, I know for sure that she is the reason Kim was booted from the trip, so I will stick with the facts. Secondly, if she didn't quit, I'm going to assume, I guess she meant to say then I'm going to assume. See how I keep finding articles with typos? Anyway, secondly, if she didn't quit, then I'm going to assume she was fired. There is no coming back from the level of hostility that occurred on Wednesday and Thursday between Kenya and or her attorneys and Bravo. All of my sources say it was brutal. I'll let you know more as story develops. It's 2 a.m. in Barcelona. Looks like I'll have an early morning tomorrow. Exclusive update 3. I just received new information that there was an huge blow up just before everyone left for the trip and Kenya did not board the plane. It looks like Kenya walked. I think she is done with the show and probably has filmed her last scene. Recently, I got some very bad news about Kenya from multiple sources. I teased it on Twitter because I had to wait for a lot more information. The long and short of it is that Kenya has been attacked like never before for season 10. Since the very beginning of filming, Kim Bierman has had to change her storyline from quote, Kenya can't get a man to Kenya's marriage is fake. It's just been downright ugly and relentless. At first, Nene, Cynthia, Candy, and Kenya were on one side. Portia and Sheree and Kim were on the other. Things weren't great, but they never are for Kenya. Production has always gone out of their way to make sure she is miserable. So when it seemed like her foursome was having too much fun in San Francisco, they called in Marlo to cause conflict between the two groups. Then Back home in Atlanta, Kim was just on her all the time, trashing her marriage, and there was a whole little faction that were trying to Nancy Drew her wedding. They also claim that she got married for the show. It's just pick. Kenya had no plan to discuss her marriage on the show. She wanted to elope and have some time to enjoy her husband before dealing with all the constant attempts to humiliate her. Unfortunately, I ruined that for her when I posted my exclusive on the secret beach wedding. I had no idea that Kenya was not going to make her nuptials public. I figured she would be screaming it from the mountaintops, but that was not the plan, and I put her in a bad situation. I feel bad about that, but I have a job to do, and it was a great scoop. Then I heard from a very reliable source that she was thinking of quitting the show. That's how bad it was. At the time I heard that, I thought she was just going to pull a Kim Bierman and walk out during the filming season. I am now hearing that was never an option, but she is likely to quit at the end of season 10. I think this is a fabulous idea. So once I heard that she decided to finish out the last few weeks of filming, I breathed a sigh of relief and decided not to cover that news, mostly because I did not want to give Marlo and Kim the satisfaction of knowing they were causing her emotional pain. Kenya is like, I'm going to ruin this name. Kenya is like Luann de Lesseps. Anyways, she rises above all the bullshit that her castmates throw. The thing is, Kenya doesn't really give a shit about Kim and Marlo trash talking her. She can handle those two. But there were castmates who have know about Mark. I guess she meant to say who have known about Mark. You see, I keep finding articles and typos. Who have known about Mark before she got married and knew she was in love. And they did not stand up for her. They didn't come for her. But they stayed silent when the thirsty for airtime bitches did. Bitches on this show ain't loyal. I think Candy is the only one who's really kind to her. Wait a second. What about Portia? Portia's kind to everybody. Portia's on the show. Portia's the greatest part of the show. Portia is the greatest part of every show, even shows that she's not on. But y'all know how I feel about Portia. Anyways, so see how I can mention Portia's name in a video that has nothing to do with her? Anyway, so at that point, I decided to let you all just see it on TV. Plus, I had mentioned how she was being treated already here, and she posted a link. And then, check this out. This is some sort of meme or something, rather a quote that somebody posted online. It says, was packing to leave the country, then had a choice, and I decided, hearts and eyes emoji, I'll be headed out for hashtag don't be tardy, press instead. Season 6. Anyway, season 6 premieres October 6th, 8 p.m. on Bravo TV. Hashtag when your own show calls. Oh, okay, don't be tardy. This must be Kim, right? When your own show calls. Hashtag some need to just give up. Hashtag aren't you tired? Hashtag season 6. Hashtag I always have a choice. So the article goes on to say, all hell broke loose on Wednesday. The cast was leaving on their final trip on Thursday, and Kenya told Bravo executives she was refusing to go because Kim was invited. She knew full well it was going to be a very long trip for her, with people treating her like shit. Kenya had no choice but to put her foot down. Given the short notice, the Bravo execs folded, and Kim was pulled from the trip at the last minute. Kim posted on Instagram that even though she was packed to go, she decided not because she had, quote, choices. Bitch, you do not. Kenya made this choice for you. She didn't say that in the article, though. That was just me adding my magical touch. Excuse me. Kenya had no choice but to put her foot down. Given the short notice, the Bravo execs folded and Kim was pulled from the trip at the last minute. Kim posted on Instagram that even though she was packed to go, she decided not to because she had, quote, choices. Bitch, you do not. Kenya made this choice for you. The best part was Kim got a lot of flack for skipping another cash trip. Ironically, This time, she actually wanted to go, mostly because of Michael Beck, the new showrunner, and her GBF. Is that me, gay best friend? If it's not, I don't mean to say anybody's name, but I'm just trying to figure out what GBF stands for. It could mean great best friend. It could mean green buffalo fry. I don't know. It could mean anything. Anyways, instead, she will continue her guest to trash Kenya more all over social media. Did Tamara mean to say continue her best to trash? Because she typed guest. I don't know what the hell that means. I'm not trying to shade Tamara. See, Tamara's a real blogger. I'm just an asshole with a microphone. I'm not trying to get fucked up. Tamara, please don't kill me. Please don't tattle a bat upside my head. Anyways, back to the article. Also, Wednesday, Nene posts this before Bravo made her take it down. It seems to insinuate that Bravo is racist. For the record, it's a black man's hand with a white woman's hand. And let me go to read it to you. It says, Ebony and Ivory, who do you think will always, in capital letters, who do you think will always have another choice? Hashtag be careful. Hashtag this ain't what you want. Wow, Nene. Anyways, back to what Tamir said about it. Also, Wednesday, Nene posts this before Bravo made her take it down. It seems insinuate. Okay. I guess what Tamir meant to say was it seemed to insinuate that Bravo was racist. So you would think that would be Nene supporting Kenya in the situation. But she was not. She and Portia, Lord, and Sheree were lobbying Bravo execs behind the scenes to get Kim on the trip instead of Kenya. This was an epic fail, and yet another huge betrayal of Kenya by Nene. That's hilarious. That said, Bravo is seemingly done with Kenya. She too had an Instagram taken down recently where she threatened to sue someone. I thought it was Kim, but it was actually Marlo over things said at her tea party. You will see on season 10. Kenya is lawyered up, and this is why I am saying that it is her last season. She will be taking the Adrian Malouf exit. I don't know what that means. Anyways, it's a contract violation to threaten to sue another cast member and to come after the Bravo execs. It's a contract violation to refuse to film with certain people. It's a contract violation to refuse to go on a cast trip. I realize that others have done all of these things before and stayed, but she has royally pissed. Wow. She has royally pissed of, not off, but royally pissed of the top level folks at Bravo. Once again, listen, Tamara, I love you, but please, this is a freaking awesome article, but please proofread next time. Now, I know I'm a stuttering, stammering, dumb son of a bitch, and I'm stopping my video to say this, but Tamara Tattles, you need to be Tamara proofread, because I found more typos than my life, and my life has many typos, okay? I'm not trying to correct you, because you're the shit, you're lit, and I'm not trying to get my motherfucking ass kicked. I'm just saying, though, my lord. But anyways, but she has royally pissed of the top level folks at Bravo. Andy has never liked her. Really? Andy has never liked her, so he for sure will not have her back. I don't think she wants to come back at this point. But even if she did, the legal threats she has made have probably sealed her fate. She knows it. But truly, her only options were to lay down and die, which would never happen, or appear a bit unhinged going after these bitches because she already knows she is getting the shitty edit. Quit the show at once or go out guns blazing. She has chosen the fourth option because that's our Kenya. As for the marriage storyline, she has one person she blames for that from what I have heard, and that person is me. I found that out a few weeks ago. If you recall, Andy Cohen accused Kenya as being the person that writes this ratchet site. Really, Andy Cohen thought that Kenya Moore is Tamira Tattles? That's freaking hilarious. Anyways, if you recall, Andy Cohen accused Kenya as being the person that writes this ratchet site. I can assure you Kenya was eloping. She did not want Bravo to know she got married. I do not believe she would have told them at all, which would have been a breach of contract. Mark has refused to sign a release and will not be on season 10. That is yet another reason why Bravo execs are mad at her. There is literally no path for Kenya to be on season 11 at this point. It actually goes beyond that. By kicking Kim off the trip, which I presume will be 3 or 4 episodes, it messed up Kim's contract. Kim's part-time contract spells out the number of episodes she will be in. So if her contract called for a 10 episode guarantee or a 12 episode guarantee, and the plan was for her to go on the cash strip, then Bravo has breached their contract with Kim. Now they have to edit her into 3 previous episodes or have her on all 3 episodes of the reunion, which is the most likely option because it would make Kenya miserable, or perhaps just pay her for 3 episodes she was not on. So it's a hot mess for Real Housewives of Atlanta production right now. However, the person who encouraged Kim to be relentless with Kenya all season, and the person who put Marlo on the show for the same reason, Kim's GBF, Michael Beck, is apparently coming out of this unscathed. That burns me up. But this is Bravo. He will probably get a raise for pitting women against each other. I ask you again, why do we watch this shit? Pete, wow. Well, first of all, I watch it because Portia's there. All right. But anyways, please click on that rant from 2012. She provided a link to the article where she said, I ask you again, why do we watch this shit? But anyways, please click on that rant from 2012 and answer the questions. I have been trying to nudge us on something more positive for the last 6 years, and here we sit watching misogyny. Currently, misogyny, hilarious. No shade or anything, I'm not trying to be an asshole. Currently, the Real Housewives of Atlanta are humiliating themselves and each other in Barcelona, Spain. So I will end this with a Spanish proverb. A las mujeres bonitas o a los buenos caballos los echan a perdidos les pendejos. I know I said that all incorrect. Beautiful women and good horses are corrupted by assholes. Story continues to develop. Update number 1. Rather, number sign update 1. Interesting. Anyways, Andy has bumped guests to have Kim and Croy on Watch What Happens Live. Wonder how that will go. Lesai. Hashtag update 2. Barcelona is having an election on Sunday and they are expecting riots in the streets. So the Real Housewives of Atlanta will have to work hard to draw attention to themselves. Okay, so that's the end of the article. Thank you very much to Tamir Tattles. Here's my opinion. I don't really have much to say other than I guess I'm really going to have to watch the season to see how things turn out. I know Eva Marcel from America's Next Top Model is on the show, which is very interesting. I don't know how she's going to fit in with the cast. You know, Kenya has a very strong personality. And, I mean, I noticed she can't be replaced. I mean, she's a very beautiful woman, very outspoken. There's plenty of beautiful and outspoken women, but Kenya's Kenya. You know what I mean? The type of things that she says, the way that her mind works, you know, I know that she will be missed. And I'm definitely going to miss looking at her beautiful face and amazing body. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to sound however you think that sounds. You know, I know that a lot of women are going to be listening to this video, but I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Like, Kenya is beautiful. And, you know, I mean, that's just a dime down, you know. But anyways, and that's her real hair. I know I know y'all stay hating on my girl and everything, but it is what it is. Anyways, y'all, shout out to Kenya Moore and shout out to Portia. What does Portia have to do with this? Well, I'm just shouting out Portia because everything I do is dedicated to Portia. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think about Kenya allegedly leaving the show below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, Meat Magazine blog and Instagram. Hit the notification button. It's right next to the subscribe button. Looks like a bell. Once you click that button, you'll be sent alerts. You'll be notified when new videos get posted. Are you happy that she's gone, or are you like me and wish she would stay forever because she's too beautiful to walk away from the show? Let me know below. Meat Magazine.